this is one of my favourite places to come in Solihull, so I thought I'd just pop in and grab a milkshake, so come on with me. We're gonna head upstairs. I love being in a cafe, and being in a cafe, and especially somewhere like this, reminds me a little bit of when Johnny and I went to Paris not too long ago now, a couple of months ago, and we would often, part of our little routine would be that we would go and we would find a little cafe that usually looked at the Eiffel Tower, and we would have a coffee. And of course we'd have a pastry because we were in France, and it was just a way that we would start our day. And then usually whilst we were reading or whatever, we would also people watch. And I don't know if you enjoy people watching, but I love people watching. I enjoy making up stories of the people that are passing me. I enjoy making up little conversations about what people might be talking about around me. At times Johnny was like, no, you need to chill out, like you're not in their story, you're here, you're present, ground yourself. But I don't know, I love hearing people's stories, and I find it really fascinating to hear the different journeys that people have been on. One of the joys of my role is that I get to partner with people in the community and just walk alongside and provide some hopefully beneficial things that will mean that people get to experience just life in a very different way. And one of those courses that we've been able to do is the recovery course, and this focuses around recovery from addiction. And it's been a really fascinating course for me to learn more about characteristics of people, to understand some of the challenges that people face in stories that I've never walked in. And what it has made me realise is different conversations I've had with people along the way. Conversations like, I don't think I could come to church because I don't wear the right clothes, or conversations like, oh, I don't think this whole God thing's for me because I don't really like the music, or I can't come to church because I haven't mastered praying and I'm not that happy clapping. I wonder, maybe you might have some of those questions yourself, but what's been amazing has been to see that transformation journey that people have been on, that idea that actually they've just been able to come as they are. And I think something that I'm challenged by is, how often do we attend somewhere as we are? I don't know about you, sometimes I will add extra makeup or I'll wear certain clothes because I'll feel like I'll fit in more. But actually something that we read in the Gospels, which is the part of the Bible where it's eyewitness testimonies of people who walked with Jesus on planet Earth, and they're telling stories of people who have seen that transformation. But something that I find really encouraging when I read the Bible is that actually I see Jesus meet with all sorts of people. He doesn't have a set quota of what a person looks like and how a person should pray, or what questions they should and what questions they shouldn't have. He just meets with people, and he takes time with people, and he sits with people. And one of those stories is a story about when Jesus goes and he meets a woman at a well, and she's a Samaritan woman. Jesus is a Jewish man, and when they meet at the midpoint in the day. So I guess for us that would be 12 noon. But when the fascinating thing about their meeting is that they shouldn't have met, because the Samaritan woman was an outcast in society. She'd made some mistakes in her life, which meant that she'd been pushed out, she'd been marginalised, she'd been put on the sidelines of society. And Jesus firstly was a man, but he was also a Jew, so part of their culture was that they shouldn't have interacted together. But actually, what does Jesus do? He goes to her and he sits with her and he has a conversation with her, and he says, come as you are. And he says to her, you know, I know that you've made mistakes, and she admits to that as well. And then they talk about what that looks like going forward. But I wonder what that looks like for you. I wonder what masks it is you are wearing. I wonder what questions you might have. I know that for me today, I was a little bit tired and I was thinking, oh, should I put on some makeup and put on some eyeliner? But actually I was talking on this idea of coming as you are. And hey, we all have something really valuable to bring. And I want to really encourage you to come as you are, wherever it is that you're really valuable, that you're seen, that you're heard, and that your story is really important to be shared. So I hope this brings you some encouragement. Coffee cup.